Welcome to your weekend. Get on your good sweatpants and settle in for the latest showdown here in the SFL Minor League. Tonight, Season 3 rolls on with the Big Sky Hootenanny as the Ottawa Cavalry mosey on over the border to take on the Salt Lake City Rustlers. This is Josh Circle, and tonight I'm joined by a man making his debut in the SFL broadcast booth, David Ware. Big Daddy, welcome. Ottawa drew the short straw, had the bye last week. What do you expect to see out of the Cavalry in their Season 3 debut tonight?
Well, man, I am truly excited to be here in the booth with you. One thing I'm excited to see with Ottawa, they have the top-rated offensive lineman in Perrin Ibarra, excuse me. And I'm really excited to see how he's going to play. Is he going to be able to help control the line? Scar Patterson was only sacked 12 times last year. Can he help continue that to give Scar Patterson that protection that he needs?
Scar Patterson, one of many quarterbacks in SFLm, jockeying for those few precious draft spots where quarterbacks will hear their names called in the Season 17 rookie draft coming up after the season. And Salt Lake City suffered a narrow defeat in Week 1 against Madison, only lost by 3, and they've got some star power as well.
Yes, they do. They've got the number 4 rated prospect in Terrell Sutherland, fullback. Excited to see what he's going to do, as well as a quarterback, Tommy Utah, the number 11 prospect. Truly exciting that what this offense can have the chance to do.
Utah threw 3 interceptions last week in a dubious debut, looking to improve upon that. As we are underway here at Salt Lake City, they are in red, and they will return this initial kickoff out to the 28-yard line. And that is where we will see Tommy Utah take over at the Salt Lake City offense, looking to actually get things humming here in Week 2.
Yeah, last week, he only had 225 yards, and he did throw those 3 interceptions. This week, he's going to come out, and he's going to try to show why he is the number 11 rated prospect.
Utah under center, offset eye here on 1st and 10. He will throw. No, he's going to hand it off. And that is number 21, Brooke Beisel. And Beisel has a gain of 3, and let's meet the rest of the Salt Lake City offense. The quarterback, number 12, is Tommy Utah. Brooke Beisel, she's playing halfback, wearing number 21. Terrell Sutherland at fullback, number 33. Your wide receivers are number 11, Ace Sharp, and number 15, Kelsey Brown. And the tight end, your Ron Hammer, number 85. 2nd and 7. Beisel and Sutherland lined up together in the backfield. Utah will hand off to Beisel again, and Beisel struggles to meet the line to gain. She's going to be a little bit short, 3rd and 1. Great run by Beisel.
You got to love how he kept his feet moving there, and he was able to drag the defender with him and make that 3rd down real short and manageable.
Beisel already approaching her Week 1 total, 8 carries on 9 yards. Not the debut you want to have in the minor league. Heavy set now for Salt Lake City, 3rd and 1. 9 in the box for Ottawa, and there's a catch, and she's going to be stopped short of the line. Beisel is, and that is an outstanding tackle by the Ottawa front 7, and that will force a 3-and-out. Salt Lake City's going to have to punt.
Yeah, absolutely great defense right there. Great coverage. One defender, if he would put his hand up, he might have been able to pick it, but hey, nonetheless, great job stopping them from converting the 3rd down.
Salt Lake City will bring on Frank Gussie, who's going to boot this deep. No pressure from Ottawa on the punt. And that is caught. Spin cycle very early in that return, and that is fair yardage by SFLm standards. And Ottawa will get this out to the 33. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And now Scar Patterson will put out his first pass of the game, and that is caught by number 19, Josh Stiles, and that is very close to a 1st down, 2nd and 1.
When you want to get things going early, you find your security blanket. And right there, Patterson found Stiles. A nice little route to try to build the confidence in the offense.
Patterson in his 2nd year in SFLm And if he does not hear his name called in the season 17 rookie draft, he will have to automatically retire per SFLm rules. And Patterson will throw here on 2nd and 1, has a man open, and that is caught. And that is Styles again on the out route, and that is good for a first down. And let's meet the Ottawa Cavalry offense. The quarterback is number 9, Scar Patterson. At halfback, number 24, Adrian Ellis. The wide receivers are number 17, Ryan Roosevelt, and number 19, Josh Styles. The tight end is number 88, Rupert Westcloud, and Perrin Ibarra, the tackle, at number 72. And Patterson, very short drop, and he's going to go down, and they're going to hurry up on 2nd and 10.
I almost thought he fumbled there for a second. He's got to be careful taking care of the ball.
There's the handoff there to Ellis, his first carry of the game. Good for maybe a yard. And the Cavalry will line up again. Maybe they like the look that Salt Lake City's giving them, not giving the defense a chance to substitute. Patterson, short drop again over the middle. That is caught, and that's a big catch. And a first down. And I believe that is Roosevelt. Yes, it is. And Roosevelt will hurry back to line up. Trips to the top of your screen. And Scar Patterson working the hurry-up offense. There's a slant, and that is incomplete. And they will hurry up again. I've never seen that. Off the incomplete
Ottawa's
pass.
trying to control the tempo right here.
Patterson again. There's the swing pass to Ellis. And Ellis will drag a tackler and get out of bounds at the 32-yard line for Salt Lake City. And now it looks like the Cavalry will decide to huddle.
That was a very interesting set of plays. But they moved the ball, so it was very effective. And you know that defense has got to be tired right now for Salt Lake.
Scar Patterson showing us a little bit of everything here. Throwing over the middle, throwing the flare pass, running the hurry up. And now a big third down. Patterson, short drop on the swing pass again to Ellis. And Ellis is going to be stopped short of the line. Outstanding tackling there. Bogey Barr. And one other rustler in on the tackle. And that is going to bring up 4th and 1. And now decision time for Ottawa.
Yeah, Bogey Barr last week had 11 tackles and a tackle for loss. So he was very active last week and this week trying to make an impact right away as well.
Patterson lines up on 4th and 1. We'll see if they actually run a play here. Or we'll just try to draw, Salt Lake offsides, and it will be a timeout from Ottawa.
Kind of early to be using timeouts. Not really fond of that play. But, you know, it didn't work this time, but maybe one time it will work for them.
And Ottawa does not have a contract kicker, and you suspect they're going to be out of range here. This would be from 47 yards. And we will see what Ottawa decides to do. But a very impressive first drive from Scar Patterson. And it looks like we will see George Murphy out to kick a field goal. This will be from... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say Scar Patterson should definitely feel happy with the way this drive went. Lots of completions, and just he looked real comfortable in the pocket.
The kick is up, and that is good from 47. George Murphy puts the first points on the board for Ottawa. And they enjoy a 3-0 lead here in their debut at Season 3.
Yeah, great way to start the season. You want to get points. You know, obviously you want a touchdown. But, Ottawa's got to be happy. They put the 3 points up. And Scar Patterson was really getting rolling. Josh Styles was feeling good. So, exciting things coming for Ottawa.
And now Salt Lake City, for the second time in just over 4 minutes of game time, will field this kickoff.
Yeah, Salt Lake's going to have to do better this drive.
And Ottawa will bring... That is Grant Hickman down at the 30-yard line. Not bad field position for Salt Lake City to start their second drive. And while we have a second, let's go ahead and meet the Ottawa Cavalry defense. The defensive end, number 1, Mike Bellotti, Inside linebacker, number 99, Terrence Weary. And we'll do the rest after this play. 1st and 10. Utah in the shotgun. And we'll throw here. Pump fake. Has Beisel. And Beisel stopped at the line. They're going to call this no gain. And now the rest of the Cavalry defense, that outside linebacker, number 96, Stephon Forge. The cornerback is number 26, Terrence Pearson. And the safeties, At number 32, Harry Husky at strong safety, and making his SFLm debut tonight, Justin Reeside. He's the free safety, number 21. And now trips to the bottom of your screen for 2nd and 10. Utah takes a low snap, has time to throw, deals to the left side, and that is caught, and out of bounds is Kelsey Brown, her first catch of the game, and that is a Salt Lake City first down.
Yeah, great job by Tommy Utah to find an open receiver. He had all kinds of daylight there, great protection, and good throw right where his receiver could catch it.
Terrence Pearson tried to make a play on the ball and came up wanting, leading to the big gain for Kelsey Brown. And now from the logo, Tommy Utah, will take it over at 1st and 10, twins to each side. Beisel a single back, and Beisel gets the call, and she is stopped for a loss. 2nd and 11.
Great defense right there. Ottawa was ready for that. It looked like they were ready for the run. Stephon Forge right there just making his presence known early.
And now 2nd and long. We see a run formation here. Beisel the tailback. And she will get the call again and has a room to the right side and dragged down at the Ottawa 48. And Brooke Beisel brings the Rustlers into plus territory.
Yeah, and I mentioned Stephon Forge a second ago. He's actually the number 17 rated prospect going into this season. So you know he's looking to make his name known tonight.
Empty set now for Salt Lake City. Trips to the top of your screen. Utah under center. Obviously, he will throw here. Deals to the left side. Has a man open. That is caught. Kelsey Brown leads out all the way. Full extension. And Salt Lake City is in the red zone.
Utah is getting some help with his, getting his offense rolling. The throw wasn't the best, but the catch was absolutely amazing. Top play nominee right there.
If Utah puts that on the money, that is a touchdown. But what an amazing adjustment by Kelsey Brown. An outstanding catch. Salt Lake City in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Yeah, you got to wonder, is Utah going to try to find Brown again?
Weisel up the middle. That goes nowhere. Ottawa front four, very stout, taking care of business. You see Mike Bellotti in on the action, among others. 2nd and 10. Utah, as we mentioned, threw 3 interceptions last week. Has done a nice job controlling the ball today. Out of the heavy set, 2nd and 10. Beisel gets a block and manages to emerge from that mass of humanity to get to the 10-yard line, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, right now, Salt Lake City just driving. It's funny, their tempo's a lot slower than what Ottawa was trying to do, but hey, look, Salt Lake City's on the verge of scoring a touchdown right here, hopefully.
Absolutely. Very deliberate, very methodical. We're seeing a mix of formations here from this Rustlers offense. Utah now in the shotgun. On 3rd and 5. Has time to throw. Great protection from the Rustlers offensive line, and that is caught, and that is a touchdown. Kelsey Brown does it again.
Wow, what a catch. I mean, the coverage was all over, in that neighborhood, and Utah was able to get it in there, and Brown with a great catch and keeping her feet in bounds.
Kelsey Brown, 2 outstanding catches on that drive. One to put them in the red zone, one to put them in the end zone. And Salt Lake City is almost due to take a 7-3 lead here, petting the extra point.
Great response for Salt Lake, after Ottawa went down, got the field goal, to come back. Some huge plays, and to be able to score 7. Great job by Salt Lake City.
Absolutely. And now Ottawa, for the first time tonight, will field a kickoff and try to answer that score with 3:34 to play here in the first quarter. So glad you're joining us for SFLm.
Yeah, make sure you have your friends tune in as well. This game is going to be wild. It's going to be fun. These two teams going hard at each other.
Ottawa fields the kickoff, and they bring it up to the 26-yard line. Jamal Carter on the return, and Scar Patterson He ran the hurry up in his initial drive to fruition. We yielded 3 points. Let's see what he can do here on his second drive of the game.
Yeah, he's going to try to wear down the Salt Lake City defense, obviously. And so let's see if they can get some plays and just wear down that defense.
A big deflection there by Salt Lake City. That is Bogey Barr getting a finger on it, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. And let's meet the Salt Lake City defense. The inside linebacker, number 55, John Martin. Bogey Barr just made the play there as your outside linebacker, number 45. Gerard Brody is cornerback wearing number 22. Isaiah King III, free safety, wearing 25. And at strong safety, number 31, Frankie Custer. And that is your Rustlers defense. And now Scar Patterson settled us in under center for 2nd and 10. There's the handoff to Ellis. Ellis has blocking on the right side, breaks a tackle, and is loose. Outstanding run by Adrian Ellis, and he's in plus territory for a big first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, Ellis was not going to be denied. He kept that feet moving the entire time, broke several tackles. Ellis saw the end zone, but just come up short a little bit.
Ellis, and you see the convoy there, number 72, paving the way for him. That is Perrin Ibarra, and that's what you love to see your contract offensive lineman do. Leading not only off the field, but on the field as well. Adrian Ellis with a big gain. The first big gain on the ground tonight. Now Patterson with trips to the top of your screen will hand off to Ellis again, and Ellis is stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go there. Gerard Brody and a host of other tacklers. John Martin there as well to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, John Martin definitely had a great week 1. 9 tackles and a pass deflection. He really just eats up the middle there as the inside linebacker, does a good job stopping the run.
And now Ottawa has showcased their range in terms of the kicking game, and that'll factor into their decision-making here. And there's the swing pass to Ellis, and Ellis will barely get back to the line of scrimmage as he is corralled by Gerard Brody again, who's done a nice job of making plays at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, that's not where you want to be. You really want to be able to have maybe a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, but these long 3rd downs, they're going to have to get a big play here and watch the yardstick.
The empty set now for Patterson. A deep drop here, and he's going down. Salt Lake City gets home on the rush. And you can open up and say, there, that's number 90, Julius Arnold. Arnold making the big first quarterback sack of the night.
I mean, if you're going to get a sack, this is one of the best times to do it, 3rd and long. The momentum's going back and forth between these two teams. Great job by Salt Lake City to get that sack.
Now 4th and 17. And the card in your pocket says to punt from your own 44-yard line. And that is exactly what Aiden Loft is going to do. Kicks away, no pressure from the Rustlers. Fielded at the 20. And Carter is down at the 24. And we will see Tommy Utah and company come back onto the field to close out this first quarter.
Yeah, Tommy Utah, let's see if he can carry that momentum as he found Kelsey Brown as his kind of safety blanket. Let's see if he goes back to her, or is he going to get A Sharp involved a little bit? Very excited to see that happen.
Always excited to see a quarterback spread the ball around in the SFL or the SFLm. Beisel gets a call, and that is a serious TFL. And you're swinging the big arms there. Number 97, that is Dion Lewis. I believe his first TFL of the game. 2nd and 12.
Yeah, great tackle, and he was pretty excited about it, you can tell. But, hey, if first down play, and you want to definitely try to get the offense negative yards. So great job by Lewis.
And we're seeing Beisel struggle again, not getting a lot of help from her offensive line. Utah will throw to Beisel on the swing pass, and that is good for maybe a yard. 3rd and 11.
I'd say Ottawa was ready for that one. They knew what was coming because they had about 3 or 4 guys on that side of the field just waiting on it.
The coaching staff clearly has faith in her. And she will take a rest here at 3rd and 11. Empty set for Utah. Time to throw. Short drop, and that is bobbled and bobbled again, and it finally hits the ground incomplete. And a host of defenders there, Stephon Forge among others, bobbling that football at Salt Lake City will go 3 and out.
Yeah, we kind of had a little hot potato going on. Everyone wanted to try to not to catch it, I guess. But, hey, Salt Lake City definitely got lucky that there was no turnover there.
The SFL's 3rd season of minor league action is underway, and you can watch every week live on the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL. The league is full of all of the newest players who have gone from couch to field and are hoping to one day be on national TV, just like all the players today. You want to get on the field? It's never too late. Visit simulationfl.net to join our Discord community, create a player, and start building your career today. And now Ottawa will start building their next drive from their own 43-yard line. Nice field position. And the return there by number 11, Cole Vermillion, with 11 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and right now, Scar Patterson just needs to get things going. The first drive, they were able to get 3 points. Second drive, not anything. So it is important to try to get some points on the board here.
I wonder if we'll see Patterson go back to the hurry-up, which worked so well on that first drive. Patterson, short drop on first down. That is caught, and that is a completion. I think that is Uron Hammer. Excuse me, that is Rupert Rescloud. His first catch of the game as we reach the end of the first quarter. The teams will switch sides, but you can stay right there. More football action coming your way. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. The Ottawa Cavalry beginning their Season 3 against the Salt Lake City Rustlers. And now they are defending second-year quarterback Tommy Utah.
Yeah, they haven't gone. They haven't gone to the hurry up quite yet. But I'll curious to see if Patterson does that.
And Patterson will go here. Patterson chucking it deep, and that is caught. That is Ryan Roosevelt, and he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Ottawa.
Roosevelt broke free and just turned on the burners. Great catch. Great job focusing on the catch and then taking it to the house.
Isaiah King, a ill-timed jump on the ball. Isaiah King the third, and Roosevelt just ran right past him. A huge play for Ottawa as they strike on the road to take what will be a 10-7 lead pending the extra point.
Yeah, very, very important. Both these teams seem to be fairly evenly matched. And so, you do not want an empty possession. But that was a fireworks possession right there for Ottawa.
Ryan Roosevelt getting the job done early in the second quarter. The first play from scrimmage of the second quarter, as a matter of fact. And Ottawa came to play.
Yes, they did. Now, can their defense respond, or is Salt Lake City going to try to come back with a fireworks show of their own?
I know what I'm rooting for, David. I don't know about you.
We love the fireworks.
We really do. After that Lexington-Albuquerque game, I feel like we're due for some touchdowns. Let's have some touchdowns over here, please.
Yeah, well, the first quarter in that game started out extremely slow, too, and then from there it was on. So, hey, that's kind of how this game's starting. So let's see right now what Salt Lake City can do, Tommy Utah, and see if Kelsey Brown gets involved again, or maybe even Hammer, the tight end.
Hickman gets this out to the 31, and now we will see Tommy Utah. And he will saunter under center for his first play of the second quarter. Offset eye. You see 8 in the box there for Ottawa. Utah will throw on first down. Deep drop. Pressure coming. It is over the middle, and that is caught. An outstanding catch. And that is Ryan. Excuse me. Who is that's Kelsey Brown again.
Yes, Kelsey Brown with another big catch. That's 3 or 4 huge catches. It doesn't matter what the defense does. Kelsey Brown is going to catch the ball. Just throw it to her, and she's got you, Tommy Utah.
Kelsey Brown getting a throw from Tommy Utah. That was right on the money. We had 2 monster catches on the most recent drive that led to a touchdown for Salt Lake City. Does it again over the middle, putting life and limb in harm's way. And now for plus territory is Beisel. And Beisel will get 3 yards. And the commitment to the running game has unwavered from Salt Lake City, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, if Beisel can get a couple runs, 5, 6, 7 yards, that's going to open up the field even more for Brown and Sharp. But Beisel's got to be able to get it going. Otherwise, they're going to be able to drop back and cover Brown.
Utah on the shotgun on 2nd and 7. Going for it all again, and that is caught, and that is a touchdown for Salt Lake City. Oh, ho, ho, how the worm has turned.
Yeah, Ace Sharp, we said it that, we wanted him to get involved, and a great play. Tommy Utah, I tell you what, he's doing a good job spreading the ball around and just making the throws that he needs to make.
Ace Sharp just running the 9 route, and the ball is right there. And we saw the DB trying to play the ball to no avail. And Sharp catching the ball in stride just ran right into the end zone, David.
Yeah, the coverage just completely missed that. He ran right by the defenders, and, just like it was a little scrimmage or something. But, hey, A-Sharp, great play, my friend.
Hey, we asked for fireworks, and I think we're getting some fireworks.
We are now. Are we going to see the 51 points like we saw in the last game?
Well, I don't want to get too greedy here, but we are on pace to get quite a few. Salt Lake City, the extra point is good, and the Rustlers take a 14-10 lead with 9:48 to play in the first half. And David, I am impressed with both offenses so far, making some big throws down the field.
Yeah, absolutely. They kind of started out a little bit slow, kind of try to feel each other out a little bit. But now I think they both feel comfortable about what they want to do, and they are having fun with it. They both look comfortable out there.
And that is Jamal Carter again on the return. He'll get this out to the 29. And Scar Patterson will take over here. And the Patterson faced Salt Lake City last season in season 2. His stat line from that game, 19 of 40 for 194 yards, no touchdowns, did throw an interception. I would say that he has improved upon that so far as he settles in for 1st and 10. Has time to throw. That is caught. And that is Ryan Roosevelt on the out route. He'll get out of bounds. And here comes the Ottawa Cavalry. Hurry up.
Yeah, they're back at it. The game that he had last year, Patterson, is kind of still what he had all season. He has touchdowns, not interceptions.
Patterson over the middle. That is caught. And that is Rupert Westcloud again over the middle, making a diving catch. And the Cavalry hurry back up to the line. 1st and 10. Patterson throwing over the middle again. And again caught. And again it's Westcloud bringing it down into plus territory. Now to the Salt Lake City 37. And Patterson is going to keep the offense on the field and prevent the defense from substituting. Throwing again on 1st down. Looking for Westcloud again. And it's dropped by the Salt Lake City secondary. And now 2nd and 10.
I think Patterson likes Westcloud.
Looking good so far. And that is another throw. Not for Westclaw this time, but that is number 19, Josh Stiles. And Stiles gets back into it to make it 3rd and 2 with that catch.
Yeah, and it's a very manageable 3rd down right now. 2 yards. You have several options. Adrian Ellis has already had a couple of big runs, so I think they're probably going to go to him there.
And Ottawa does huddle for the 3rd and 2. And Patterson will drop back to throw again. Looking to the left side. And that is intended for Ryan Roosevelt, and that's incomplete. Great defense there. I think that was Gerard Brody jumping up to at least put some distance on that ball.
Yeah, Ottawa got very lucky there because Salt Lake City, the ball enough, and he had the open field in front of him if he could have caught that.
And very fortunate Ottawa in field goal range. We'll kick this from 45 yards. George Murphy was successful from 40-plus earlier today, and he does it again.
Yeah, a non-contract kicker, and he's got a 47-yard and a 45-yard field goal. Is very, very happy about that.
The Murph getting it done is 2 for 2 on the night. And that makes it a one-score game, 14-13. Ottawa right where they want to be at this point, I think, David.
Absolutely. Both these teams fighting back and forth, matching each other. This is going to be a final play type of game that the game will be on the line.
And Salt Lake City on the return. And that is Grant Hickman again. And we see both teams starting at about the 30-yard line. And the Rustlers will carry on that tradition, starting their drive at the 31.
Yeah, and here comes Tommy Utah. He's already hit Kelsey Brown for a touchdown. He's already hit A Sharp. So what's next? Is he going to get Hammer involved? Or maybe Bissell?
Dime set for Utah, and that is caught. Complete to Kelsey Brown, who's going to step out of bounds. Already 5 catches, 93 yards for Kelsey Brown. She has been a beast for the Rustlers tonight.
Yeah, last week she had 5 catches, 136 yards, averaged 27.2 yards per catch, and did throw a touchdown. And so definitely Kelsey Brown is a top wide receiver that the GMs in the SFL are watching.
As we approach the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter, Utah, short drop, finds Beisel again. Beisel making a run for the sticks, and it's going to be caught just short. That is Terrence Pearson, who corralled Beisel and brought her down at the 39-yard line to make it 3rd and 2.
Yeah, but Utah, he found Beisel, was able again to make this a very little down. You never want to be more than 3 or 4 yards out on 3rd down. And so 3rd down and 2, Salt Lake City's in great shape.
And Beisel stopped behind the line. An outstanding tackle. That is Terrence Weary. You've got great penetration, and it's going to get the Ottawa defense off the field. Salt Lake City will punt.
Yeah, 4th and inches here. That was pretty close on when Beisel ran, but nonetheless, you got to play it safe and punt here.
Another 3 and out for Salt Lake City. And Ottawa's defense so far carrying the day and setting the table nicely for Scar Patterson and the offense. Salt Lake City will punt, no pressure there. And that is caught at the 18. And Cole Vermillion will get this out to the 23-yard line with 7:16 to play in the second quarter. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. Visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more that will help each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 and the SFL. And Patterson will settle into shotgun. 1st and 10. And throws out to the left side, and that is caught. Ryan Roosevelt. Simple 5-yard out, and it yields 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, right now I'm excited. If you're Ottawa, offensively you're moving the ball pretty well. You're getting points on the board. And defensively, you forced Salt Lake City into a 3 and out. Now is an opportunity to really take the momentum and just run with it.
Nickel set for Salt Lake City. Ellis the single back for Patterson, who's under center for 2nd and 5. And Ellis will get the ball. And Ellis brought down after maybe a yard. John Martin on the tackle for Salt Lake, 3rd and 4.
The opportunity for Ottawa to really kind of just try to hurt Salt Lake City. We got to keep this drive going, keep that defense, get it wore down, and see if they can't put some more points up here.
And Martin and the Rustlers trying to work a 3 and out of their own as Patterson goes under center for the empty set. For 3rd and 4, short drop over the middle. That is caught. It's Vermillion. The backup wide receiver, special teamer, makes it a catch. That'll move the chains, David.
Yeah, that was in all kinds of traffic. That was a big time catch right there, and it gets the 1st down. So great job by Scar Patterson to see that and get them.
We've not seen any turnovers in this game. As Scar Patterson drives down the field over the middle, and that is caught, and a big hit there. As Ottawa will quickly reset He would get back to the line, and the hurry up is back. 2nd and 3. Patterson over the middle again. A lot of interference there. No call. Flags not thrown. And the receivers will retreat back to the line for 3rd and 3. No huddle here from Ottawa. They're going to go ahead and run this. Patterson over the middle again, and that is a drop by John Martin, who recognizes that it will get his team off the field anyway. And Ottawa will have to punt.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous throw for Scar Patterson. He threw right in. He's lucky that the defender dropped it.
What do you think about the hurry up on that, David? That not as successful as we've seen it. Do you think it was a good idea to go hurry up on 3rd and 3?
No, I think they needed to try to take their time and make a play that's going to work. When you're rushing it, that just wasn't beneficial for them there. But they've had success with it, so I'm sure they're going to go back to it.
Hickman gets the punt return out to the 19. And if I'm not mistaken, this will be Salt Lake City's worst starting field position of the game to date. As Tommy Utah, who's had some big plays. And Brooke Beisel still looking for her first big play of the game. She will line up behind Utah as he settles in under center. Nickel set for Ottawa. 5:16 to play in the first half. Beisel gets the call on first down, and Beisel is leveled behind the line. An outstanding tackle by Stephon Forge, who breaks in there for the TFL, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Forge is showing why he's rated as one of the top prospects in the SFL minors. Big time hit right there for Forge.
You see the defense salivating. I think 8 in the box there. And that is a handoff to Terrell Sutherland, his first carry of the game. And that's very similar results. Maybe a gain of 1 there. 3rd and 10. And it looked like Harry Husky was in on that tackle.
Yeah, I'm very shocked we haven't seen more of Sutherland tonight. But, we've seen a lot of Beisel, and Salt Lake does want to run the ball a lot, so maybe we'll see some more Sutherland later.
Empty set for Salt Lake City on 3rd and 10. Utah, short drop, pressure coming. Has the time, and throws it, and that is nearly intercepted. Terrence Pearson, who's done a great job playing pass coverage, nearly gets his hands on it. As it stands, it's a deflected pass, incomplete. And Salt Lake City with another 3 and out.
Yeah, great job by Ottawa. Their defense is really locked in right now, and They're really making it difficult for Tommy Utah.
Pearson, Forge, they're getting it done in the secondary and in the trenches as well. And that punt is fielded by Vermillion, and he will very nearly get this thing to midfield.
Yeah, but that 49. Coverage, yeah, he got hit pretty hard on that one. Looked like they took his legs out from under him, but he held on to it. So here we go. Ottawa, again, they got the opportunity to really capitalize and take control of the momentum in the game because their defense continues to make plays.
And you just saw the numbers for Ellis. 7 carries, 36 yards. And now Scar Patterson. Will they go hurry up again, or will they try and milk all 4 minutes, 11 seconds of this clock? Patterson will throw on first down. That is caught, and he's brought down immediately. And that is number 41, Sean Baker, the backup tight end. And Baker getting in on the action, perhaps at the expense of Roosevelt and Stiles, 2nd and 7.
Yep, notice they did not go no huddle, though, so they're slowing the tempo down a little bit now.
Coach Josh approves of that move. 2nd and 7. And there's the handoff to Ellis. He'll get a few. And he'll keep the offense on schedule, David, to make it a manageable 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Brody was ready for that. Brody came up and nice tackling. That's tackling 101 right there for Brody and the Salt Lake City Rustlers.
Clock continues to run as Patterson settles in. Offset eye this time. Short drop on 3rd down. Going to the left side. That is caught, and that's a first down. Ryan Roosevelt will move the chains again for Ottawa. And I really like what I'm seeing in the short passing game with Scar Patterson. Anything 5 yards and in, he seems to be finding an open man and delivering on the money. You just saw the set line there. for the second-year quarterback. He'll throw again on first down, and that is blown up by the Salt Lake City defense. Usually those outlet passes are money, but not that time. And that was Tony Williams blowing that thing up in the backfield to make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Scar Patterson, he doesn't have a whole lot of fear. He's thrown into a lot of traffic, and he's had a lot of success with it, though.
That will stop the clock with 2:45 to play. And now, Patterson under center for 2nd and 10. Same play, and that time it is caught by Ellis, and Ellis looking to stiff-arm fools, and will get this out to the sideline, but does not get out of bounds. 3rd and 4, and the clock will run with 2.5 to play here in the half. And Ottawa, who's been very methodical on offense for this particular drive, in contrast to some of the hurry-up drives that we've seen from them so far. And now 3rd and 4, nickel set for Salt Lake City. Patterson throwing to the right, and that is caught. Roosevelt out of bounds. And this is a possession receiver if we've ever seen one. Roosevelt moves the chains again. And Ottawa's got another first down with 2:13 to play. His second big catch of the drive.
Yeah, Ottawa is doing a great job. They're taking time off the clock. A lot different than what we saw earlier with the high tempo. But they are wearing down the Salt Lake City Rustlers defense right now.
Absolutely. And this will get us to the 2-minute warning. So glad you joined us for SFLm action here on YouTube. Salt Lake City up in a close one right now, 14-13. Don't go anywhere. I mean it. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. See what happens.
These two teams are fighting. I mean, it is so fun to watch. We got a big battle on our hands.
Outstanding defense on both sides of the ball. And there's more of it right there as Ellis is blasted behind the line. John Martin, we've called his name a couple of times tonight, will get himself a TFL to make it 2nd and 9. The clock continues to run. Ottawa not in any hurry to call timeout here.
Yeah, Ellis averaging 4.6 yards per carry, as we saw. As long as you're averaging that, you're going to continue to get first downs.
Patterson under center. Ellis off to the right. Ellis gets the call. Martin again stuffs him at the line. John Martin just goes right back to the huddle like he's pulling his newspaper out of the driveway. 3rd and 8.
Tell you what, defensive coordinator Chad Nevels for Salt Lake City, he has these guys dialed in.
Outstanding defense. And now 3rd and 8. Patterson in the shotgun, empty set. Here comes the rush. Patterson throws to the right side. That is caught and out of bounds. And that is Josh Stiles coming up with a big catch on this drive to make it 1st and goal for Ottawa.
Yeah, you know, Scar Patterson started the game by hitting Stiles on a couple passes. He hasn't gone to him a whole lot since then, but that is a big-time play. Great first down. Way to get into the red zone.
Had a chance to fight for the pylon there if his momentum had not taken him out of bounds. So close, but outstanding catch by Stiles, navigating in traffic to make it 1st and goal. Patterson under center here, trips to the bottom of your screen. 1:01 to play here in the half. And they will run the draw to Ellis. And Ellis stuffed behind the line. And now Ottawa will hurry up again. Clock continues to run. 50 seconds remaining. Patterson deals to the right side. A sliding catch, and that is a touchdown. Ryan Roosevelt, safe at home, safe in the end zone. Ottawa takes the lead.
That is a baseball slide catch for sure. Roosevelt just making plays. I don't know that I've ever seen a baseball slide touchdown catch before like that. That's a first for me.
A tremendous adjustment on the ball. He put it. Patterson put it low, put it where only his guy could get it. And I wonder if they worked that out in the huddle. And Patterson gave him the note and said, hey, this is going to be coming at your ankles, friend. Make sure you can make the adjustment. And he absolutely did. And Ottawa, in their Season 3 debut tonight, have looked absolutely sterling as they take a 20-14 lead against a very good Salt Lake City team, David.
Absolutely. And I'm going to have to go to Ottawa and watch their 2-minute drill practice and see if that's a normal play. That might be part of the 2-minute drill, the baseball slide catch. But yes, both these defenses are hungry. And so to score a touchdown is pretty big because I'll tell you what, we got a fight on our hands in the trenches.
It's so difficult to get yardage in the end zone, in the red zone, let alone points in the red zone. And that is as well as I've seen it done anywhere in this league.
Absolutely. And now Tommy Utah, he's got 42 seconds to try to move the ball, and if I'm Salt Lake City, I'm doing everything I can to try to put points up in those 42 seconds. These receivers, they need to be watching for the sidelines. They do got 3 timeouts left, but they really need to try to use the sidelines, get downfield, and get some points on the board before the half is over.
And if I'm Ottawa, I'm putting every defender I have on Kelsey Brown. Double team, triple team, does not matter. Utah,
I don't think that will matter. She'll still catch it.
Will hand it off and breaking a tackle is Brooke Beisel, and Beisel running free at last, and that is going to be a touchdown for Salt Lake City. Outstanding run by Brooke Beisel. You go, girl.
Beisel has struggled all night long, but broke that one, got the touchdown. That is exactly what Salt Lake City needed, and that is going to help open up the passing game because they're going to have to keep an eye on Beisel even more now.
Spin cycle, broken tackle, another broken tackle there. We're all talking about how Tommy Utah is going to chuck the ball down the field, and Brooke Beisel just runs this thing straight into the end zone. Outstanding. Strike a pose indeed. And here it is from the end zone camera. And she is off to the races. And just when Ottawa looked like they had a handle on this thing, Salt Lake City comes right back and will take the lead pending the extra point.
Absolutely. And Beisel was about 15 yards behind the guard, Randall Raymond, who was blocking. I don't know who Raymond was blocking, but was blocking someone and still caught him.
Beisel, her first touchdown of the game, first touchdown of the season. And what an answer to the sliding catch from Ryan Roosevelt. And now Salt Lake City at home, poised to hold serve with a 21-20 lead that they may take into the locker room here at the half. 31 seconds left. Anything could happen at this point, David.
Well, absolutely. And what we've seen all night long is when one team does something, the other comes right back. So the fireworks here for Salt Lake City. So 31 seconds is more than enough time for Scar Patterson and the Ottawa Cavalry to have a fireworks show of their own.
And that is a fair return by Ottawa. And that is Vermillion again. Excuse me, no, that's Carter. Excuse me, that's Jamal Carter on the kickoffs. Vermillion's been handling the punts for most of the night. And now Scar Patterson, with 27 seconds, will start from his own 27-yard line.
And you got to imagine they're going to go no huddle on quite a few of these plays.
And Ottawa still has 2 timeouts. Remember, they used one, trying to draw Salt Lake offsides before the field goal. Patterson a first down. Over the middle, incomplete. Flag on the play. And we will see what this is. This may benefit Ottawa and add some yardage to that drive.
Yes, definitely. And it's going to help them out. And now, there's still plenty of time to get downfield and get some points on the board and take the lead going into halftime.
DPI on John Martin, who's had a great game so far. His first major mistake of the night. And that will bring the ball up to the 35. And really, at this juncture, Ottawa really only needs about 2 or 3 first downs. Let's say 3 or 4 first downs to get a field goal and take the lead if they can manage all that in 24 seconds. Patterson under center now. And we'll hand off to Ellis. And Ellis has room on the left side. Ellis very close to a first down, 2nd and inches. Brought down by Isaiah King III. And Ottawa will hurry up. Time ticking away. Now 10 seconds remaining. And Patterson will throw to the right side. That's Roosevelt. Roosevelt spin move. Cannot get out of bounds. And they will still, finally call timeout with 3 seconds left. Which leaves them 1 timeout, which I don't think they're going to use this half, David.
Yeah, and I don't know why they took so long. I would have liked to see them try to stop the clock a little bit sooner. 3 seconds left. They're not in field goal range. You got to think we're about to see a Hail Mary. And I imagine either Roosevelt or Styles is definitely going to be the target.
I would think so as well. And Rupert Westcloud could sneak underneath the coverage perhaps somewhere as well. Even a quick pass does not give you an opportunity to make a field goal just because there's no time left on the clock. 3 seconds. Quads to the bottom of your screen. And Patterson's going to chuck this. He has got some time, and up it goes. The receiver's hurrying underneath. It's bobbled and finally falls to the turf. And that will conclude what has been an electric first half here at Salt Lake City. The Rustlers. Go ahead.
I'm about to say this first half has been absolutely phenomenal. Both these teams fighting back and forth.
Salt Lake City at home, facing Ottawa in their Season 3 debut. And an exciting one-point game. And you see the numbers there. Ottawa, with the hurry-up offense, David, ruling the roost in terms of times of possession and first downs. A little bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, I think the first downs is a huge part of it. And the momentum has gone back and forth, but really it kind of feels like it's been Ottawa's game most of the game.
Yeah, I think Ottawa has really dictated the pace and done so many different things to do that. Whether they're running with Adrian Ellis, whether they've been doing the hurry-up. They've been methodical on certain drives as well. And that most recent drive, Ryan Roosevelt made 2 big catches and then a third big catch in the end zone. And you see Kelsey Brown there laying out for Salt Lake City. I think the receivers have been the story of the game so far. We've seen some great defense. But, David, I think the receivers are the ones that have busted this game open so far.
Absolutely. And, Rupert Westcloud for Ottawa has had several big catches in that hurry-up offense as well. You got Styles, you got Roosevelt. Patterson has hit all of them, and it's been fun to watch. And then you got Tommy Utah, who's hit Kelsey Brown. We've seen some of them. He's hit A. Sharp for the wide-open touchdown. I mean, both these quarterbacks are taking the ball and moving it all over the field. It just matters, can you do it in between the defense, which is both defenses are extremely hungry tonight.
Both defenses, we've seen some great plays against the run, and also some outstanding coverage as well. Only the 1 sack. Kelsey Brown, 93 yards. She had 136 last week. She's on pace to obliterate that in this game. And for a woman that caught 64 balls a season ago in Season 2, I mean, she is establishing herself now as a dominant weapon, not only for Salt Lake City, but also for SFLm in general.
Oh, absolutely. And, Kelsey Brown, she is making a name for herself. When that draft comes, any team that needs a wide receiver, I mean, she has got to be at the top of the list at this point.
It has been a fun first half. The second half can only hope to be as entertaining. We are so glad you're joining us here for Friday night action in the SFL Minor League. Ottawa, the Cavalry, had a bye in Week 1. They did not play. This is their first game of the season. And Salt Lake City last week lost a narrow game to lost by a narrow margin to Madison, I should say, in Week 1. And they will be kicking it off to Ottawa to start the second half.
Yeah, and last week when Salt Lake City, they only scored 27 points in the game. They're already at 21, so their offense has definitely been smoother this week than last week.
And one of the amazing things about that, David, is that they were able to do that with just 8 yards rushing. And Brooke Beisel, of course, who has obliterated that at this point. We're going to see a face mask tacked onto the return here. But just what Tommy Utah has been able to do in terms of finding, and he's getting great protection, but he's also finding guys open. He's not leaving chicken on the bone. This offense is humming, and he's making big plays and also moving the chains as well.
Yes, he is. Beisel can keep moving the ball like she did in that huge rush. I'm going to tell you, this offense can be really scary.
Scar Patterson. And Ottawa had 11 first downs in their first half. And now Patterson will throw it on first down, and they will dive for it, and that will fall incomplete. And that was Josh Styles up against Frankie Custer. And Custer getting the better of that matchup. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
We've seen a lot of dives today for balls. And you got to look at the receivers.
Patterson, this time in the power eye. For 2nd and 10 from his own 17-yard line. And there's the handoff to Ellis, and Ellis gets nowhere. Salt Lake City all over that play. Arnie Wayans first to the party on the TFL to make it 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Waynes was ready, and Waynes, I mean, just untouched. It looked like it went straight in for the tackle, went in for the win, and succeeded.
Patterson will throw on 3rd and 11. Pump fake. Under trouble, and he will finally go down as Arnold brings him to the turf. Sayonara to that drive. And now Ottawa's going to punt.
Yeah, we haven't seen but one sack prior to this all night. This is only the second sack. So offensive line did it. Right there, just not able to get the last block.
Aiden Loft will punt this from his own end zone. With Salt Lake City looking to get great field position on this next drive. No pressure from the Rustlers. The kick is away.
Yeah, they're going to be on the positive side. They're going to start to this drive. They need to put some points up on this drive. Questions asked.
And Tommy Utah, who's had an outstanding first half. Heavy set now for Salt Lake City on 1st and 10 from the Ottawa 42. Utah, short drop over the middle. That is caught and upfield, and that will be a first down for Salt Lake City. And look who it is again. Kelsey Brown getting the job done, moving the chains, and Salt Lake City approaching field goal range already.
Yeah, great edge right there. Again, Brown making another big play as she had all night long.
Kelsey Brown had 5 catches last week. I believe that is her 6th tonight. And now Utah under center in the pro set. We do not see a lot of this. And we'll throw again, and that is caught. And Sutherland will get out of bounds before he can make any real gains. 2nd and 10.
Yes. He had some open field for the first down, possibly, but nonetheless went out of bounds. Let's see if they can get him more active.
2nd and 10. Salt Lake City on the cusp of field goal range. Utah handoff to Beisel. And Beisel stopped at the line. And that is Horn making that tackle for Ottawa, bringing up 3rd and 9. And David, do you put your foot on the gas here, or do you try and maybe take the 3 points?
No, I mean, right now, you need to put your foot on the gas. I mean, momentum is at stake. You got a 1-point lead. You've been able to stop Ottawa. You need the points right now. You need a touchdown.
Trips to the top of your screen. Utah will throw. There's the out route, and that is Brown again. And Kelsey Brown cannot make the catch inbounds. They're calling incomplete, 4th and 9.
Yeah, on a play like that, though, I mean, you should never be short of the first down. She should have been just a little bit further out. Don't really like the play call. So now they're going to settle for the 3 points. They're still going to have the lead, but a touchdown just is a whole different aspect here.
First attempt of the night for Kat Jaden. 5'10", 190. And the kicker will attempt it from 45 yards. The kick is up, and that's got plenty of juice on that goose, and it is good. And Salt Lake City extend their lead 24-20.
We've seen a couple long field goals. That's third one that's 45 yards longer. Definitely fun to see when you set any field goals that are that distance.
Sort of a field goal showcase. We've seen 3 field goals from over 45 yards. Both kickers coming through when called upon.
Kickers are needed. Kickers are needed too. They're trying to get their name called in the draft.
And there's Carter. Will get it out to the 26. And Scar Patterson with 11 first downs in the first half. He's yet to register one in the second half, and we'll try and do so again here.
Yeah, it's going to be very important. Ottawa has kind of been stagnant on defense or on offense lately. They need to get a couple first downs, and they need to score. Otherwise, they're going to get too far behind from something.
A deflection there. And Styles, the favorite target, and that is Williams, making that deflection to make it 2nd and 10. Josh Styles could have used a better ball on that play.
Yeah, you can tell that with the 9 targets, he is definitely somewhat better than next to go.
Ottawa in the power eye this time. Twins to the bottom of your screen. 6 in the box for Salt Lake City. Short drop for Patterson. The throw to Ellis. And Ellis will get to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And he is smothered by red jerseys on that right sideline to make it 3rd and 9. We saw a 2-back set and now an empty set. Patterson in the shotgun now. Dime set for Salt Lake. Patterson over the middle. That is caught. And Cole Vermillion's actually going to be brought down, much to his surprise, short of the first down. 4th and 3, and that's going to be another punt for Ottawa.
And not the position they want to be in for sure. They needed to get some first downs.
Trailing by 4 points in their Season 3 debut. And Salt Lake City so far appeasing the home crowd with a 24-20 lead. Punt is away, no pressure. The returner will bring this to the 30-yard line. Satisfactory punt by Aiden Loft, who has been busy this second half so far, relatively speaking.
Ottawa had a great coverage on that kick for sure and did not allow Salt Lake City to get any kind of return.
Now Utah on the heavy set. A bit of a harbinger here on 1st and 10 from their own 30. And there's the handoff to Sutherland. And Sutherland gets a burst. The fullback dive. Executed very successfully. Gain of 7 for Sutherland, 2nd and 3.
And that is his biggest play of the night so far. I'm excited to see the number 4 rated prospect get some plays and get some positive yards.
Sutherland did not have a single carry last week. He's had 2 tonight. Utah back to pass. And that is caught by Beisel. Beisel breaks a tackle and is finally driven out of bounds at the 47. And you see the rating on Tommy Utah, 145.8. That's good.
Yeah, that is much better than the 49.3 that he had last week for some reason. Definitely come out tonight wanting to show everybody, hey, maybe I belong at the next level.
He keeps making plays like that. I would have no room to argue. As the Rustlers approaching midfield with a fresh set of downs. On the offset eye, Utah on the draw to Beisel. And Beisel brought down again. And that is outstanding by Lewis, who's playing in the front 4. And Beisel just had nowhere to go. Officially no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I tell you what, Ottawa's defensive line and their whole front 7 has been phenomenal at stopping the run tonight, except for 1 carry pretty much.
Absolutely true. What a carry it was.
It was a great carry.
Play action on 2nd down. Utah dealing over the middle. That is caught. And what a catch. And that will bring Salt Lake City into the end zone. And guess who it is? Kelsey Brown. 1st down for Salt Lake.
I mean, who else would it be? A flashy catch, big time in traffic. It has to be Kelsey Brown. She is phenomenal at just finding the ball.
And that route is just gorgeous. A crisp cut. Defensive backfield didn't know what hit him.
I mean, she looked like a center fielder out there and just got the ball. I mean, it was amazing.
They will spot this at the 22, so officially not in the red zone yet. Utah will throw on 1st down. Dumps it over the middle. That is caught. And that is Ace Sharp, who we've not seen a lot of today. That's just his 2nd catch. But he's gotten 44 yards and the touchdown, remember. And that will put Salt Lake City in the red zone to make it 2nd and 5.
You know, it's a shock that Ace hasn't got more attention with all the guys that have been covering Kelsey Brown. Ace Sharp has got to be a little bit more open. So I'd like to see Salt Lake City find Sharp a little bit more.
Now 23 personnel and Beisel. Salt Lake City doing everything they can to get the run game going. 3 tight ends, fullback, doesn't matter. And Beisel gets a couple there. 3rd and 2, very manageable distance here, David.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, you got to imagine they're probably going to go back to Beisel. Beisel's starting to kind of get the wheels turning a little bit. They're in the red zone. They do not want to turn the ball over.
Shotgun on 3rd and 2, a bit of a surprise here. And Utah will throw, taking a deep drop under pressure. And that is incomplete, intended for Uron Hammer. And Hammer has not had his number called very often tonight by the offensive coordinator. Has to make a very difficult catch there. Can't come up with it to make it 4th and 2.
Yeah, he was hit as soon as the ball touched his fingertip. Great job by the defense and not allowing him to catch it.
Do you think that was a good decision to throw there out of the shotgun as opposed to the run that you suggested earlier?
No, I think Beisel's kind of started moving a little bit, and I really thought it would have been better to go ahead and continue to try to push that because Beisel could really open up this offense. And so you got to get that going.
Cat Jaden from 31 yards, and that is good. That is Jaden's 2nd field goal this quarter. And slowly but surely, the Rustlers extend their lead to 7, 27-20.
And they have matched their score from last week, so their offense definitely stepped up the next level. We still have a whole quarter to go here.
I've been very impressed with Kelsey Brown and Brooke Beisel and this offense sticking to the run game. They're getting a lot of pass plays, and I think that may bear some fruit for them as this game continues, especially with a 7-point lead. And now Jamal Carter will get this out to the 26. And Ottawa will take over again. And Scar Patterson, who was setting the world on fire in the first half, has really struggled in the second half. 2 punts for the Cavalry so far.
Well, he has struggled, but John Martin for Salt Lake has not struggled. He's been on fire on defense there, and one of the reasons that Patterson's had a hard time.
And look who it is right there on that play. John Martin again, corralling Ellis after a gain of just 2. He is everywhere tonight, 2nd and 8.
I mean, it's like he's on the field as multiple players. No matter where the ball is, there is John Martin. He is on top of it for sure.
Patterson in the shotgun this time. You see the defense for Salt Lake City adjusting. 2nd and 8. Patterson will throw here. It's got the out route, and that is caught. And that is Josh Stiles, very close to the sticks, 3rd and 2.
And if Patterson could have led Stiles a little bit more, he had daylight, but unfortunately let him out of bounds. But nonetheless, a great reception, and is going to continue to move the ball. And they're in great spot right now to get a first down.
And that was a great route. I thought Stiles ran to get away from Williams there. You see Williams still lagging behind, and I wonder if he had actually rounded that off if they wouldn't have been such a clean ball. If Patterson hadn't gone to him. 3rd and 2 now. The offset eye for Ottawa. Patterson, short drop. We'll throw it to Ellis on the flare route, and Ellis is going to have a first down. And Ottawa has their first down of the second half, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, Ellis, had several big runs tonight, but that is a big-time catch. Get a first down. You're down by a touchdown. We're approaching the 4th quarter. You really want to try to get this game closer and take control of the momentum again. So great job by Ottawa.
You see the defense for Salt Lake City adjusting. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Ellis alone back in the backfield. Patterson throwing on first down. And that is bobbled and dropped. And that was Stiles again, the intended receiver. And you saw the outstanding Salt Lake City defense. I thought Stiles had a red jersey on for just a second. In a matter of speaking, he did.
Yeah, that was Bogey Barr, who was all over Stiles. He was, again, as soon as the fingertip touched the ball, Barr was there for the hit.
Patterson in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Ellis sidecar right. And Patterson deals to the left side, and that is deflected. And Williams again getting a piece of it, and he says, no, sir. Make it 3rd and 10.
You know, the way it was deflected, Brody was coming in, and I really thought that tip drill was going to go right to Brody. There for a second, it lined up, and I saw it happening, but it hit the ground before he could catch it.
Yeah, if you're going to play the ball, you need to get a bigger piece of it than that, for sure. Trips to the top of your screen now, empty set for Patterson in the shotgun. 6 defensive backs for Salt Lake City. Patterson deals quickly, and that is dropped, looking for Vermillion. Thought he had a matchup there that he liked. Vermillion cannot come up with it. And now Ottawa is going to punt again after signs of life on that drive.
Yeah, and that is really deflating for Ottawa. You know, you really want to try to get control of this game back. They had control for most of the first half. Now it really seems like Salt Lake City has control of the game.
Rustler defense came up big on that drive for sure. Punt is away. Caught at the 22, and there's spin cycle. And Grant Hickman, a little upset he didn't do a little more with that. As SFL punt returns go, that was just fine. And the Rustlers will take over at their own 29.
Yeah, now time for Tommy Utah again. And I'm sure there's going to be a play dialed up for Kelsey Brown, and it's going to involve diving because that's just what she does.
Beisel to the right of Utah in the shotgun. Trips to the top of your screen. That's a bunch set. 3 receivers all just hanging out. Shooting the breeze. And now Utah will throw into the breeze on 1st down, and that is caught. And that will be a good for a couple of yards there. And that is number 81, Caleb Walker. His first catch of the game. You see the numbers there. And that is not an insignificant matchup there between Utah and Patterson with so few starting quarterback spots on the board for season 17 in the big leagues. And now Utah throws out to Beisel. And David, you had a thought about that quarterback situation. I'd like to hear that now if you could.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the 3 spots that we know of right now, all these quarterbacks want to hear their name called. So each and every week they are trying to make sure that every play they make is a positive impression for the GMs because they want to be that name called.
Absolutely. The competition only getting more fierce. And Beisel will break free and get a 1st down running out of the heavy set. And she is taking her time getting up. I hope she's okay. And now, finally, to her feet. And Salt Lake City moving the chains. And they get the ball to the logo. It's at the 43-yard line.
That was one of the best runs that Beisel's had other than the long touchdown run. Let's see if she can keep that going.
Other than that run. And then Utah deals, and Utah has a catch there. And Yaron Hammer finally gets to the ballgame and says, hey, look at me. I can catch the ball too. And there's another big play for the Rustlers.
Yeah, and again, Tommy Utah just continuing to spread the ball around, getting everybody involved, and yet another 1st down for the Rustlers.
The Rustlers in plus territory, and they have a fresh set of downs. They're more delicious when they're fresh. Ask anyone. Single back. Twin tight end set. You see Ottawa crouching the line. Beisel will get a yard. They'll call it 2 yards. And Beisel with that carry. Actually, before that carry, it was over the century mark. You see the numbers there. 108 yards on 17 carries. Outstanding volume and return for Brooke Beisel.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw that defense, though, showing the blitz and right there to make the play. This defense is hungry for Ottawa.
Utah under center. Fakes a fullback dive. Has time to throw. No, he does not. He's going down in a heap. Ottawa gets home on the rush. And you can see the defender tough to get up, and we'll identify him. It's Vernon Stenson. And Stenson taking a little break after hard moment's work, bringing Utah to the ground. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. The teams will switch sides, but you can stay right there. More football action coming your way. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. The Ottawa Cavalry in their first game of the season, trying to stop this Salt Lake City Rustlers offense. And Tommy Utah now in plus territory. And his guys and gals are driving, now in plus territory. 3rd and 13. Utah under pressure. Tries to escape the pocket. Steps up and throws. And that is bobbled and then dropped by Conway. And it looks like Salt Lake City's going to punt here on 4th and 13. Next Saturday, the semifinals kick off on Next Level Sports. Coverage starts at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. The winner of the Baltimore Lone Star game meets the winner of Florida Las Vegas. On the other side of the bracket, the victors of Arizona Denver and Fort Worth Vancouver will clash. The SFL on Next Level Sports. We put the fan in fantasy. And David, we've seen after all the fireworks in the first half, we've seen a little bit of a punt fest here. And Ottawa's going to get the better end of that exchange, a touchback, and they'll get the ball at the 20.
Yeah, and Ottawa had a missed opportunity. They could have had that interception. And even though, the yardage would not have been a whole lot of difference, there would definitely have been a difference, but not a whole lot. But just to be able to take the ball away from Salt Lake City. But now, too many 3-and-outs for Ottawa. They've got to get some first downs and put a drive together here.
Scar Patterson needs 80 yards to tie this game. Hands off to Ellis on first down. Ellis is stuffed behind the line by a pair of defenders. That is Bogey Barr on the action. And we've called his name more than once tonight. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Bogey Barr has been pretty aggressive tonight. When he hits somebody, he's been hitting them hard for sure.
And now single back on 2nd and 12. Patterson dropping back. Pass complete, and that is caught. I think that is Cole Vermillion, who has been contributing not only on offense, but in special teams as well, and gets this to a manageable 3rd and 3.
Yeah, very manageable here for Ottawa, but they've got to convert. They've had several short third downs and just not able to convert. So let's see if they can pull it off here.
Patterson taking his time here in the pro set. Twins to the top of your screen. You see the Salt Lake City defenders adjusting. Patterson will throw it to the left side, complete to Ellis, and Ellis has a first down and is tackled quite heartily by a trio of Rustlers defenders, but it's a fresh set of downs for the Cavalry.
And absolutely, that's what Patterson needed right there. He needed a good first down. That will help this offense's confidence. And they're going to be looking at Roosevelt right now, who's had a big game. Let's see if they can't get him downfield some on a mismatch.
Spread look here for Patterson, who is directing the offense here. And Patterson will throw to the left side, and that is caught. And that is number 41, Sean Baker, the backup tight end, his second catch of the game. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's as if Ottawa is already trying to control, time management, trying to make sure that they leave plenty of time. They've got to be careful not to leave too much time because Tommy Utah has had a lot of fireworks, and he's got Kelsey Brown to throw to. So if I'm Ottawa, I do not want to leave too much time for Salt Lake City.
No, I agree. The best defense is offense here, and Adrian Ellis, working his way up to the field, and he will make this a manageable 3rd and 3. And we may be seeing the fatigue algorithm kicking in for the Salt Lake City defense.
Yeah, they look like they're kind of getting around a little bit slower. So maybe they needed to give the ball to Ellis and see if he can't pound away at the Salt Lake City defense some more.
3rd and 3, Patterson over the middle. That is caught. What a catch by Styles. And Styles brought down a heap, but he is flexing. You flex, young man. What a catch over the middle to give Ottawa another first down.
Again, Patterson making them throws to the middle of the field. It's not traditional throws, really. He is making them on a regular basis, and he's having a ton of success.
Styles keeping the drive alive for Ottawa. Patterson over the middle again, and that may have been intended for Westclaw. Difficult to tell at that point, but look who was there. John Martin, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I do think it was meant for Westclaw. I just don't think he was ready for it quite yet. But right now, 2nd down and 10, Ottawa's got to come out, try to get at least 5 or 6 yards on this play, minimum.
And we're in a breezy second half, only 8 minutes to play here in regulation. Salt Lake City in a nickel look. Patterson under center. Will throw it on 2nd down, and a one-handed catch there by, that is not Styles, that is number 17, Ryan Roosevelt. Roosevelt, his 16th target of the game. And you see the numbers there. 9 catches, 110 yards. What a game Ryan Roosevelt is having tonight.
Yeah, he's been a big part of this offense. And you just said we have 8 minutes left in regulation. The way Ottawa is playing right now, if they can eat up this time, get down, score a touchdown, and get a stop, we may be facing some overtime.
Pass caught, and that is Styles again, who is doing some dirty work over the middle. You shimmy that, man. Outstanding. What are we seeing out of this Ottawa offense suddenly coming alive here? Well, the middle of the field's wide open. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah, great catch. He was hit right away, but that was a phenomenal catch, knowing the hit was coming. Ottawa's got to feel good the way they're moving downfield right now. And
you see the spread look again here, David. They're doing a great job of spreading out that Salt Lake City defense. And over the middle again, and that is caught. And very close to another 1st down. And that is Jamal Carter, another special teams guru, getting in on the offensive side. And Carter makes this 2nd and very short.
Yeah, Ottawa's offense was really struggling for quite a while, but this drive has been great for Ottawa. You've got to love what you're seeing here. Everybody's getting the ball. They're getting their 1st downs. Patterson doing a great job directing this team right now.
And you just saw Adrian Ellis cross the line to gain, and he's got some shimmy in him as well. We're seeing all kinds of swagger now from this Ottawa Cavalry offense, who looked like they were on their heels at the beginning of the second half. And now they are moving. Scar Patterson closing in on 300 yards, 1st and 10.
And I've got a feeling we're going to see Roosevelt come up with another big catch.
And Adrian Ellis on runs that were getting stuffed at the line or worse in the first half now has the Salt Lake City defense on their heels. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
And Salt Lake defense has got to be getting tired. I mean, they've been on the field for several minutes now, and Ottawa is doing a phenomenal job pushing them to the brink.
And now 5.5 minutes to play. How much time can Ottawa run off here? Ellis stuffed behind the line that time. And nowhere to go. A slew of defenders involved in making that play. Vincent Warren among them.
Yeah, and if I'm Ottawa here, it's 3rd and 8. And while a field goal does put some points on the board, the way that Salt Lake City's been playing, I do not want to trust it. I would be going for a touchdown, no doubt.
And Patterson in the spread. And he is going to take a shot right there. And nobody was blocking Fred Carson. Made his way to the quarterback unencumbered. And that is going to stall out an outstanding Ottawa drive.
Well, if you're Ottawa, you got to think about it. Is it worth right now the field goal, or do you go ahead and go for a touchdown? Because I don't think a field goal is going to do much for you.
Clock ticking. When this is said and done, there'll be about 4 minutes on the clock. Ottawa will still have all their timeouts. And a touchdown would give them the lead if they're able to get the ball back and then score. As it stands, that is the Murph drilling it from 37. And a long, lengthy drive, a voluminous drive from the Ottawa Cavalry results in only 3 points instead of 7.
Yeah, but they did wear down the Salt Lake City defense. So if Ottawa can hurry up and get a 3 and out, get back on the field, that defense is still going to be tired. They have a great chance to be able to go back downfield and put some more points up.
And now the running situation for Salt Lake City. Brooke Beisel, and they're going to onside kick, and that is caught by Salt Lake City. We're going to see a return. That is a bit of a surprise there. And that is Mike Kress, who knew he was probably not going to touch the ball again tonight, decided to return the onside kick and gets it to the Ottawa 27.
And he was about a shoestring away from possibly having a kick return touchdown on an onside kick. What else are we going to see tonight?
I know that's the hands team, but I didn't know he was the legs team also. A tremendous return by Kress. And now Utah from his opponent's 27 will hand off to Beisel, and Beisel scrapping for yards, fighting for the right side for 5 yards there. They're giving her 113 on the night and makes it 2nd and 5.
And Beisel's averaging 6.3 yards per carry. Of course, a lot of that is that one big carry that she had. But nonetheless, those stats are looking really good versus last week's 0.9 yards per carry.
Absolutely. 9 carries for only 8 yards, and she has smashed that and brought up the per-game average a little bit as well, I'd say. 2nd and 5 now, Utah under center. Ottawa showing blitz. Beisel runs around the line, and we'll get a couple more. And the most important thing about this now, David, is that the clock continues to run. We're at 3.5 to play.
It is, and it seems like Beisel is really picking it up. So many runs were met at the line or behind the line. She is now getting positive yardage almost every run, and that is big for the Salt Lake City offense.
Ottawa really needs a turnover. We have not had one in this game so far. 3:13 to play. Utah will hand off to Beisel again, and Beisel stopped at the line. Tremendous penetration by the defense. And there's some slappy action. There's number 96. Gets up off the turf, and we'll make it 4th and 3, and I think Salt Lake City's going to kick it here.
And Ottawa's got to be happy. The onside kick recovery return put Salt Lake City in great position to score, but Ottawa kept them from scoring a touchdown. Now they're only 7 points down. Great opportunity to come back with a little less than 2, or right at 2 minutes probably, a little over 2 minutes, and possibly tie the game up.
Kat Jaden from 36 yards is good, and that will return the lead to 7 for Salt Lake City. And now Scar Patterson and the Ottawa defense right where they were just 6.5 minutes ago, at least at game time. A touchdown to tie. A field goal does you no good.
And Salt Lake City, they took up about 3 minutes off the clock. So that defense got a little bit of rest. But right now, let's see if Ottawa can come back and wear them back down and get some points up. Again, I said it before, we could be looking at overtime tonight.
A distinct possibility as that kick brought down at the 25-yard line. Visit the all-new SFL League website at www.simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player, to join our community, the league, and the teams to play in it, links to apparel, helmets, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,500 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The SFL. We put the fan and fantasy. Now Scar Patterson will put the ball in the air here on 1st down, slinging it to the right side, and that is intercepted. The first of the game. Frankie Custer coming up big when his team needs it most, and Salt Lake City has the ball back.
Yeah, and right now, Ottawa, their chances are diminishing by the second. Huge play for Salt Lake City to try to end this game. A couple first downs, I think they're going to be in good shape.
Frankie Custer, 6'1", 215, probably standing about 10 feet tall right now after that interception. Tremendous play. And now for the second time in the span of about 2 minutes, Tommy Utah will start a drive at plus territory. There's the handoff to Beisel. No gain, 2nd and 10, and this will run down to the 2-minute warning.
You have to imagine once this 2-minute warning hits, Ottawa is going to be burning those timeouts up. And so if you're Salt Lake City, you just got to keep pounding that ball a couple yards at a time and eat up the clock.
Don't touch that mouse screen or dial just yet. We got a 1-score game here. Winding down week 2 action. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube.
And the way this game is gone, tick for tack these teams. I would not be shocked if we saw a turnover right now, that if Ottawa could force one and still get their 7 points.
And Utah throwing it here. That is a surprise. And that is intercepted. Justin Reside in his first SFL game. Playing center field, and look at this interception.
Wow. I said it, that they're going to try to force a turnover, and there it is. Ottawa has a second chance.
The prophecy of Big Daddy David foretold. And Justin Reside, who signed just earlier in the week with Ottawa, makes an impact right away. It gives Ottawa a chance to drive down the field and tie this game.
I'm still feeling overtime, my friend.
I would love to see some overtime right now. Nothing better than free football. As it stands now, 2nd and 2. Patterson, a big, deep drop, and we'll chuck it to the left side. And what a catch by Ryan Roosevelt! In plus territory, in Ottawa will call timeout.
Roosevelt has been the guy for Patterson all night long, and there is another great catch for Roosevelt.
And Patterson, after the interception to Frankie Custer, still slinging it. His team needs him to put it on the money, and he does it right there with a big gain to Ryan Roosevelt.
We have a minute 38 left. Ottawa has 2 timeouts. They are in the positive side. They have a great opportunity to put up 7 points and take this game to overtime.
Plenty of time, plenty of opportunity. Patterson under center now in the empty set. He will throw here, obviously. First and 10, deflected, and that is, no, it's dropped. That was in the hands of number 27, Matt Candor, who could not bring it in.
Wow, that could have been game over for Salt Lake City, but Ottawa has yet another life. Let's see what Patterson can do right here. Let's see if he can take advantage of that.
Another opportunity here for Scar Patterson. We'll take the snap from the logo. 2nd and 10 at the Salt Lake 44. Short drop, throwing to the left side. That is caught. That's Vermillion again. Vermillion cannot get out of bounds. 4 catches on the day for 5 targets for the special teamer.
Yeah, he's been a great, target to go to for the checkdowns. Just continue to get positive yards. So 3rd and 5, very manageable for Ottawa.
And excuse me, that Vermillion catch did stop the clock. 1:29 left to play. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Patterson in the shotgun. Dive set for Salt Lake City. Patterson will drop and will throw. And there is Vermillion again, who has the first down. The clock continues to run. Salt Lake City's going to line up and get back. Patterson as well. Patterson will stay in the shotgun. Under pressure. Dealing again. Tipped by Vermillion, and that will hit the ground. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, and Ottawa will huddle.
Well, the good thing is it stops the clock. Minute 13 left. Ottawa still has plenty of time. They can't rush it and make a mistake, but they can't let too much time expire. It's a hard balancing act, but let's see what Patterson can do.
Ottawa making their Season 3 debut. Need a touchdown and the extra point to tie. A field goal does them no good at this point. They are 33 yards away, and they have a minute 13 to do it. Patterson in the shotgun again. Here comes the rush. Under pressure, Patterson goes down. Ottawa's forced to call timeout, and the rush from Salt Lake City gets home.
Yeah, that was a big-time rush for Salt Lake City. Patterson really has the pressure on him right now to be able to convert and get the clock stopped.
3rd and 17. Scar Patterson running out of chances here. He's done a fine job of managing this game, but the breaks ultimately have not quite gone their way. Can he get one here? High snap. Time to throw. No, he doesn't. Brought down again, and Ottawa will burn their last timeout.
Salt Lake City defense is stepping up when it counts the most. High pressure situation, and they are getting those sacks and setting Ottawa even further back.
Arnold getting penetration again. This role-playing front 4 coming up huge. And now this is it. 4th and 24. Patterson needs 24 yards, and that's the game.
You've got to think he's looking for Roosevelt right here.
Very short drop. Has time to throw. Lets it loose. Deflected, and that is incomplete. And the Cavalry will turn it over on downs.
You know, with no timeouts left for Ottawa, you know, they just got to run a couple plays. Great fight by Ottawa. I thought they were going to be able to drive downfield and push the game to overtime. You got to love their heart. Just a little bit short, though.
Absolutely. Look at the tremendous defense by Salt Lake City. All the red jerseys in the vicinity of Josh Stiles. And
all night long, them defenses have been like that.
It's been a hard-fought game, and now Salt Lake City will line up in the best formation in football, the victory formation. And Ottawa, out of timeouts, is unable to stop the clock.
Ottawa put up a heck of a fight tonight. Both these teams defensively fighting, offensively had some fireworks. Both teams have some great positives moving in to week number 3.
GGBT. Good game, both teams, for sure. And Salt Lake City getting the better of this one, but really this one could have broken either way. Huge interceptions, one from each team. After a turnover free first 3 quarters of the game, it was Frankie Custer for Salt Lake City, and then Justin Reside, who signed with Ottawa just a few days ago, each coming up with turnovers. But in the end, the home team prevails. Salt Lake City finds their first win of the season. Congratulations to the Rustlers coming out on top. 30-23, your final. David, what did you think?
Well, I loved what we saw out of Tommy Utah. I think he showed that last week's performance was not who he wants to be this year. He got his rating way up, his passing percentage was up. A phenomenal game managing the game, getting the ball spread all over the place. I like this offense. I really want to see Beasley get more better protection and get more yards per carry. But overall, this Salt Lake City offense can be extremely scary once they really get their identity and get it fully functioning.
And I think that was really the difference. And not only just Kelsey Brown, who was absolutely on fire from start to finish, but Brooke Beasley, and you can see the catch from Kelsey Brown there. And she had about 5 of those tonight. Just monster gains, beating the defense. But the commitment to the run for Salt Lake City, I think, was what made the difference in this game. Brooke Beasley broke that big run in the first half and was still getting big yards in the second half. And when Kelsey Brown and Brooke Beasley are both firing in all cylinders like that, as a defense, I'm not sure Ottawa knew which way to turn. And I echo your sentiment. This is going to be a fun defense to watch, and for other teams, a scary defense to watch as Season 3 unfolds. Who do you like for player of the game, David?
I think it's Kelsey Brown. I mean, every time the ball was thrown at her, she caught it, and it was never an easy catch. It was always in traffic, and it was always acrobatic.
It was, and that's really, really tough for me to dispute. These usually go to offensive players. We're going to see the interception here from Justin Reside. A helicopter spinning drill bit sort of catch with the flailing arms. Beasley or Kelsey Brown, and if Tommy Utah came up with it as well, I thought he had a fantastic game, the interception at the end notwithstanding. But what a fun game to watch. What an outstanding experience for week 2 of SFLm. And here it comes, your player of the game, Kelsey Brown. 7 catches, 135 yards, and touchdown, 19 yards a catch. That's production, David.
Absolutely. I mean, 271 yards in the first 2 weeks with 2 touchdowns. Kelsey Brown, again, making a name for herself in the SFLm minors, trying to make sure she is one of the first wide receivers drafted come draft day.
David, we enjoyed it. For David Ware, Cameron Irvine, I'm Josh Circle. We'll have some more SFLm action for you next week. Until then, we'll see you on the internet. Good night from Salt Lake.